Yo, it's your boy. Changed up. Still in changing my atmosphere, changing my latitude. But today's it's my story. The question is, I'm back on my story, and the question today about my story is, what games and activities did you enjoy as a kid in elementary school? And I love to play. I love to play video games. I remember I begged my parents to get us a video game, and they fought as hard as long as they could until they, you know what I mean, just as much as they could, and I used to like to play, especially with my friends. And I was saying that I used to be Miss All Madden. That's what they call me, All Madden, because I would go to other kids' houses and then in their setup, and they would put on Madden, and I would just. And after a while, it didn't even matter. I like to play with the Chicago Bears, but after a while, I'm all Madden, so it didn't even matter anymore. And uh, what else? Oh, and in my crew, the Wolfpack, we all used to play 007. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it had like 4 different screens and we could all sit. It was before online, so we all had to be in their same room, and then there's 4 screens and we just go at it, you know what I mean? So that was like one. And the wrestling. Having like all of us go in the ring and just body it out, just body it out. We used to have fun doing that. And I played basketball a lot. And so I was good. So I'm from Chester, right? So I'm traveling around all these places in my elementary school life. So every year I had like a new place I would be, and it wasn't like a new city. It would be in a whole different state, a whole new culture, right? So um, every time I would go to a new place, like I'm bringing a part of me because I'm from Chester, you know what I mean? And a lot that not only am I traveling, but I'm going back, you know what I mean? So it was fun because it felt like I would go out and then I would come back and have a story to tell. So I used to always say like, if you ever watch Fraggle Rock, I used to watch Fraggle Rock as a kid, and they had Uncle Traveling Matt. And he wasn't really part of the Fraggle Rock universe. He was just a dude who would come in at the end of each show, and he would send a postcard. He wouldn't even be there. He would send a postcard. They would go to the mail, they pull out the postcard and find out where Uncle Traveling Matt is this week. And every time Uncle Traveling Matt would be in like a different place, he would tell you what he's doing, who he's hanging out with, and he would just be like a different person. So I always thought of myself as like Uncle Traveling Matt because I never got to like my friends had just moved on, you know what I mean? I had, even in Chester when I was a kid, I had in my head, not even in my head, I feel like the neighborhood, it was known that I had a wife. You know what I mean? From birth, you know what I mean? I had a woman who was going to be my wife. Her name is, well, her nickname is Lady, and she had a twin, her Lady and Man. And as a kid, that's who I was gonna marry. You know, we was already in love as little tiny kids. You know what I mean? So like, we just knew that we were gonna be together. So as more as I kept leaving and coming back, it would be longer time between coming back. And after a while, people like just moved on. My friends all moved on. I remember when I came back in high school. Lady lived right next door to my grandmother. You know what I mean? With her, and I think her family's Muslim, so there was like 9 kids there. So, and there was times like when I was little that she would ask like, "Where is he? Where is he? Where's Count?" They call me Count in Chester, so she's like, "Where's Count? Where's Count?" So like, you know, and in my head, like, I don't know, this is crazy, but in my head, she was like everything, you know what I mean? That was my boo boo bear as a kid, you know what I mean? Like me and Lady, we just gonna, that's how it is. We're gonna have kids together, a whole thing. And so then I got to Alaska, and I was up in Alaska for like a while. And then I'll only be coming back for like visits and stuff. And then I got in a fight with my father, and they sent me back to Philly, to Chester, and I went back to my grandma's house to stay with my aunt. And the lady was there, and she was married. She had a kid. I was heartbroken, like, damn, but you know, she still was fine. We still was like, oh, you know how, I mean, you already have that. It's weird because you have a baby connection, and we still, like, even when she see me, she's like, oh, she couldn't wait to see me. I couldn't wait to see her. You know what I mean? Like, we've been like, it was just what it was. So, I was saying that to say that when I went to other places, um, I brought Chester with my attitude, you know what I mean? So when I went to play basketball, I created my own move. So I had the airwalk and I had the skywalk. It was before the airwalk. So I had a move that I would just score, especially in Alaska when we had, before school starts, they had a basketball court in the back of my elementary school. So all the grades, we'd be out there hooping, you know what I mean? See who's the best at it. And I'll be doing, look at the airwalk on you. If anyone knows, I remember. And the breakdance battles. You know, it's so funny that they were breakdance battles, and but sometimes, seriously, I got in serious violence with a lot of young cats because of the breakdancing, and also I was known for being able, when I was little, moving around to different places, everyone used to make fun of, not everyone, but when you go somewhere, you're the new guy, people make fun of you, right? And I wasn't really, I was shy, you know what I mean? I didn't know a lot of people. So my mom used to, when I tell my mom about what they'd say, then she'd be like, you should say this. So then the next time I would say that. And then the next, it would get a laugh for people. And then the person would leave me alone. So then after a while, I started using my own ones and just using my own ones. And after a while, I got really good. By the time I got to Alaska, I had been in so many schools. Like some of these things were like second tier to me. So I was known for, cracking jokes on people, your mama, all that shit. And I did it personally because everywhere I go, I don't want to be bothered. But usually people try to make fun of you. So if I make fun of you, then you will leave me alone. You know what I mean? So I would make it grandiose. If I make fun of you so bad that everyone laughs, you'll leave me alone. So I would make it really bad, and that you'll never want to mess with me again. So I would make it like the jokes. I would go on and on and on, and even till I created where. You know how you go too far, you go on and on, you keep going on. You keep going on, everything gets quiet. But if you keep going on, it'll start being funny again, it'll all crack up again. So I used to do that, and I thought it was get people away from me, but they used to invite people from other schools to come crack battle me. So now I'm like, so I would use it to stop people bothering me, but then they would bring people over just to see who would be the funniest or who would be the best at it. And it seemed like it backfired on me, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? But I remember that was the thing.